Hello and welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner, and my new video. Sorry that I haven't made a video in a while. I've been extremely busy. The season is already 2 games old. So once again I apologise. I would just like to say a big thank you to everybody that supported me once again. Both my videos have done very well. My first 2 videos, the first one has over 3,000 views and the second one has 1,500. Also my Instagram, I have received 1,000 followers in the last week, so I would just like to thank everybody for their continued support. It's been really fun. Once again, thank you. So like I said, the season is already 2 games old, and I would just like to talk about those 2 matches. Unfortunately, they resulted in 2 losses for Arsenal. The first game, we played at home to Manchester City, the defending champions, and we lost that game 2-0. That was a pretty clear loss. The second game was just yesterday, and unfortunately, after fighting hard and playing pretty well, we lost away to Chelsea 3-2 with a late goal from Alonso. So that was quite disappointing, but people got to remember the team is building. The new manager has had not much time, so we need to give him a bit of time and be patient. I'm 100% behind him and the team. The 2 losses doesn't bother me. We're going to pick it up. There's new things going on at the club. A lot of things are changing. That's basically it. The first match against Manchester City I would like to talk about. Like I said, it was a pretty comprehensive defeat. It was not so good. They are a very strong side. I mean, we tried starting to playing the ball out from the back. Cech was culpable a few times. He got caught out. He's not so comfortable at that. I think maybe Bernd Leno, the new goalie that we signed, I think maybe he would be better at that. But look, it's just the way it was. It was a difficult game. Like I said, they're a very strong side. They're defending champions. Defensively was not so good. A lot of performances below par. But like I said, it's the first game of the season. New coach. It's just the way it was. It was pretty difficult. The second game against Chelsea. Chelsea went into a 2-0 lead at Stamford Bridge. But Arsenal fought back before half-time and levelled the game 2-2 through goals from Mkhitaryan and Alex Iwobi. But unfortunately, and then at the end of the game, Marcos Alonso scored and Chelsea won 3-2. But it was a much better performance than in the first game. It's just unfortunate that they lost at the end. But like I said, they're rebuilding. It's going to take time. Another thing is, like, the amount of chances that they created, the forwards we have, the team selection, the playing the ball out from the back, all of these things, all of these variants have an effect on the outcome. I really find that they created so many chances. A lot of them were sitters. They were right in front of the goal. It was an open goal yesterday against Chelsea. You've got to take those chances. You've got to put them in. Aubameyang, I'm a fan of his, but he just got to put it in. Just scored a goal. They had the chances. They were begging to be put in. I mean, there was some really clear-cut ones. Just got to finish it. Unfortunately, after that, we got caught. Ended up losing the game. But like I said, they've got to take those chances. The coach has got to look at things. Really, this season is going to be like a learning phase for the team. You can't really expect too much. It is an improvement, I feel, that he came in place of Wenger, of course. I was one of those guys that wanted Wenger out for a long time. But look, he's going to take time to get things in order. The way it worked out, the tactics. If the forwards don't get it together, we might have to look at getting better players. I mean, strengthen the squad. You want a guy that'll put those chances away. That cost us the game yesterday. That's just my feeling on it. Are they good enough? Are they going to do it? But look, this season, like I said, is like a training season for us. For the coach, for the team, the new tactics, the new way of playing. Of course, one thing that did not help us before the start of the season was the injury to Kolasinac. He's a really good defender, a really strong man. He's a wonderful defender. I mean, losing him for like, it could be up to 6 weeks is a really blow to the team. Fortunately, we have Stefan Lichtsteiner. They don't play in exactly the same position, but yesterday against Chelsea, for example, you could see Kolasinac, when he's not there, his power, it would have helped. Against Alonso, for example. He's just a really good athlete, a really strong player. good reading of the game. Lichtsteiner did well, I feel. Especially in the first match against Manchester City, he did very well. I think he is the more senior defender. He's got tons of experience, and really I think Bellerin should take a back seat. He hasn't been playing well really, and he leaves us open. He's not a good positional player. He doesn't hold his position. He goes too far forward. We get hit on the break, and it's all over. Good night, Vienna then. I think Lichtsteiner is much better. He holds his position. He's got experience. He goes really well in the unit. There is a reason why he was the captain of Switzerland. I mean, he didn't get that by luck. He works very well in the unit. He's a leader. I think it would be much better if he took on the position and showed Bellerin how to do it. It's not Bellerin's natural position. Someone needs to teach him, train him, and show him how it goes. That's basically about that. I would just like to talk about another couple of players in the last two games that I saw. Alex Iwobi. I've been impressed with him. A really good goal yesterday, but he was causing all kinds of problems to the Chelsea backline with his runs. I mean, he was moving all over the place. They couldn't contain him. Which is good in the forwards, because this thing of starting Aubameyang and not playing Lacazette, I'm not a fan of that. The both of them need to start together and work in tandem. I mean, against Man City it was more evident. It's very difficult to pull their defenders out of position. Aubameyang was on his own up there. He didn't have a chance. Not a hope. I mean, he was destroyed. What we really needed was the two of them working in tandem. They need to work together like that to break up these defences. I mean, there's tough games to come. Liverpool, United, Spurs. That's going to be a hard game, and the two of them need to be working together up front. It's a classic 4-4-2 for me. You need two strikers up front. You defend from the front, like Emery has says he wants that recently. Mesut Ozil, he expects to push forward, but defend. He wants him to defend. He wants to start the defence from the front, from the forwards, into the midfield and to the defence. Everyone needs to put in a shift. I like that. They're pressing high up the field. Keep it tight defensively. Everyone does their job. It has to be that way. In the really tough games, that'll make the difference between a win, a draw, or a loss. But definitely two forwards up front, one guy up there alone, like against Man City, he didn't have a chance. I mean, it was 2-0, it was clear. They snuffed out the threat. You two guys up front, it's better. They work in combination, they cause more problems. Basically, the next guy I would like to talk about after Iwobi is Guendouzi. He's got a lot of potential from what I've seen. A friend of mine contacted me recently, and he told me that he's got real potential. He's a real diamond, as he put it. The guy has got a lot of potential and a lot of skill. He upped his game considerably from the Manchester City game to the Chelsea game. Not just because of the standard of competition. Obviously, City are that bit better than Chelsea. It's just in one game, he went from the first game to the second game, he showed even more. The guy has tons of potential. I mean, he's a serious player. Another important guy I would like to talk about is Torreira. He's been on the bench along with Lacazette. I can't really figure that out, because against City, for example, they want a young, strong guy with aggression in the midfield. He gives you that. He's got quality. He's quick. He's sharp. He's fast. He was on the bench. Figure that one out. I don't know. But look, I'm 100%, like I said, behind the team and the coach. I really think he's doing the best for the club. It's going to take a bit of time till he gets it right, but a player like him, you got to play him in the midfield against City. He can do something for you. It's a 2-0 loss. I'm not going to say any more about that. It was pretty clear where the problems lay. Midfield, they were overrun. They had no hope, not a chance. Guy like that on the bench, me, it don't make sense. Give him a shot. Leno as well. That's another guy I'd like to talk about. Emerino wants him to play the ball out from the back. The goalie to pass the ball out to the defenders, to the wingers. Yeah, that's grand. But Leno maybe is a bit more comfortable at that. Give the man a chance. He's a younger man, fitter man. Czech won't be around forever. I mean, he's not getting any younger. Moving on then, I would like to talk about Granit Xhaka. I mean, if I was to give him a rating out of the two games this season, I give him a 3 out of 10. A generous 3. He's been absolutely diabolical. I mean, horrible. If he was playing football outside, I wouldn't even look outside the window, to be honest. He is just, my God, gotta leave him on the bench for the next game. I mean, our next game is on Saturday against West Ham. They have also lost their first 2 games, just like us. They're fighting for, they're fighting too. It's going to be a hard game, and he's just not cutting it. I give him a 3 out of 10. I mean, that's a generous treat to the man. It could be 1. It could be 0. I mean, and Bellerin as well. 2 of them, I would play Torreira and I would play Lichtsteiner. Leave the 2 of them on the bench and start the 2 guys up front. Oba and Lacazette. Defensively, we've been quite weak. Like I said, people have got to put in a shift. They've got to get tough. Even the game yesterday against Chelsea, even though there was an improvement where they fought back from 2-0 down, were unlucky to lose in the end. That defensive frailty is there. Arsene Wenger had the team for 22 years. Towards the end, he was training them a certain way. It's going to take time for Emery to make them come around to his style of thinking. That's going to take time. But he has time. I mean, if we can give Arsene Wenger 22 years, we can definitely give Emery a couple of years. I'm 100% him and the team. I'm 100% behind him. I believe in him and what he's doing. Made some good signings. Things are looking positive. We're off to a bad start this season already, but it's only 2 games old. Against 2 very good teams. I mean, City are an unbelievable team. And Chelsea are not bad themselves. So basically, to round up, I would just like to thank everybody once again for all the continued help and support. YouTube and Instagram. And I would like to just do a little bit of a funny bit at the end. People thinking that maybe I can't play a bit of football. Maybe every video, every week when I make a video, I'm going to show a bit of skills, what I can do. You know what I mean? Give me the ball, I'll put it in. Giroud is long gone, but I remember his goals. Yeah, he was good with the old head, so I'm going to show what I can do. A bit of fun. Just going to relax out here now. Get my muscular athletic frame ready. Just waiting. My assistant is going to throw the ball into me. She does not want to be seen or heard, but that's okay. I will take the limelight. So, wait now, the ball is coming in. I'm going to head it. Okay, throw. So there we go. For those people that think all I do is talk, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I've got power in my header. I could do something. If Emery puts me up front, I'll score the goal. I will put the ball in. It might be in training, but I could score. So look, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I hope you liked watching my video. I'm going to put links at the end of it and contacts on both my Instagram and my YouTube. I'd just like to thank you once again for your support. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. See you next time. Take it easy. Come on, you Gunners.